So we got the Titans Dolphins going, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Football. If you have not, make sure that you do hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you all for the support. Do thank you for the love, for rocking with us on this Monday night. Also, if you have not, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications, that way you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and of course Sunday. I know you guys are like, Jay, what are you doing? I'm trying to get this jacket off because I'm kind of hot. I just actually went and picked up some food, and it was cold outside. Now I'm back in the house and it's hot. All right. So, yeah, we got these Titans and these Dolphins coming up, and I do think that we're probably going to see a one-sided victory here. But, with that said, we know that anything can happen. Anything can definitely happen as far as in this game. So, shout out to you guys. Much love to the Wrench Gang. Much love to the family. All the listeners, all the watchers, as we prepare to get started. Why is this thing is like getting like loose. And, I mean, I touch it, but I don't. It's weird. All right. Just leave right there. All right, everybody. What up, Eric? Says I just came inside from smoking some venison sausages. Let's go. Shout out to you, Eric. LaMonica says I'm a Fins fan. All right, let's go Fins. Shout out to Luta. What's going on with you? Bob in the house. What up, Bob? What's going on with you? Lori says I'm in New York, literally at the border crossing between Canada. Let's go. Shout out to you, Lori. I'm sure you got your coat on, too. It's a little cold. It's a little cold. Tactical in the building. What's up, Tactical? Shout out to you, man. Robert in the house. Let's go, Robert. Shout out to Christopher Jones. Starting it off early. Coming through with the $2 super chat, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you, Christopher Jones. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. It is much, much appreciated, sir. All right. So, yeah, we are waiting for kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. These Titans and these Dolphins. Bob says, who you got, Jay? You know what? I mean, if I'm just giving out predictions, right? If I'm giving out predictions, then the smart choice is obviously Miami. But you guys know I'm Bills Mafia, so we need to see a Miami loss. I'm just keeping it real. We need to see a Miami loss, but unfortunately, it's most likely not going to happen. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Future Steins. His wife and baby have their fins up. Let's go. Shout out to you, Sarah. What's going on with you, Sarah? Sarah in the building. Bob Smith says, I've got the Titans. Okay. Tactical says, it feels like a trap game for Miami. Yeah, you know, those odds were very high. I'm just saying. Those odds, let me go back and look at it real quick. Because it was a little high. It was a little high. For my bettors out there, yeah, plus 600. That's crazy. And it just went up to 640. It actually just went up. It went up to 640 on the money line. So, yeah, high-low is 44.5. Which, I mean, if they're giving Miami 13 points and they're expecting this game to hit potentially under, right? Because that's what it potentially is, under 44.5. That's still a lot of points to be scored. So maybe they know something we don't. I don't know, but I'm here for it. And we're going to see what happens as we get through these commercial breaks. We got about, we got about 11 minutes. No. 12 minutes. 12 minutes for kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Mike C. What up, man? Says, hey, Jay, nice win for the Bills. Eagles, not so much. Listen, you know, the talk right now is Patrick Mahomes and how he was acting and how he responded and how Andy Reid responded. And the latest update that I got in regards to how they were acting is they may have to pay some money. They may get fined for their response and criticisms of the refs. So that's kind of interesting. You're going to You're going to go ahead and find the face of the NFL as well as Andy Reid? It's kind of interesting. We'll see how that goes. But there's a lot of people mad right now, as far as Chiefs fans go. And there's a lot of people that feel upset in regards to calls and things like that. We already know that the refs were under scrutiny for the week before. They were already under scrutiny from week 13. And in fact, I'm not just saying that, people were mad and talking crap about them. I'm saying they were actually in a meeting and had been reviewed and had a discussion with the select few refs that were under the microscope. So for this to happen, it's definitely turned the situation way more intense than what it was. And it's going to be kind of weird. Shout out to Mark, says, yo, Jay, it's the face and the stomach. The face and the stomach. Father Simon says Mahomes did in the post game what the Bills defense wanted him to do in the pregame. Wow. I like it. Shout out to Ichiko, says I live in Will Levis's hometown. Let's go Titans. Okay. Hey, I like Will Levis. I think that, obviously he still needs to develop, but there's a lot on the table for him in the Titans, and hopefully he can ball out tonight. We'll see. Shout out to Mike C. So just watch your short on Mahomes. What a sore loser. Give Allen the respect of his team's hard work. That's a champion. Hey, listen, I think that was the most important thing to me, right? I get you being upset and I get you being mad in regards to, a certain situation with the refs and a call and all that kind of stuff. But when the game's over and you run out on that field and you got to shake somebody's hand and you got to, basically say, hey, good game. After that, you can then get on and say what you got to say and move on. But to not keep it professional and, have some sportsmanship, that's trash to me. Like I said, it's trash to me. And, at the end of the day, I don't think it discredits, Mahomes, because we understand he was being emotional. It shows that he's human. But at the same time, that was a trash moment that I think that will be mentioned for Mahomes for a long time. So what up, Tyler? What's going on with you, man? Says Hayseed says it may just be an upset, but who knows? It's going to be sweet. I love the NFL. All right, man. Shout out to Daniel Malik. Says, so the Chiefs are calling foul and the rest for calling a good call? Oh, yeah, and it's bad. It's very bad. There's a lot of discussion right now in regards to the Chiefs being aggravated and mad and upset and all this stuff. It's really wild. It is. The call was legit, and then you have a situation where these guys are saying, well, hey, they shouldn't have called it, right? They shouldn't have called it. They should have gave us the chance to or gave us the warning like they normally do. And then Andy Reid comes out and says, well, they normally give me a warning and tell me when, something's going on so we can make the adjustments before there's a penalty, which is absolutely insane to me because it's like they're telling you what's going on before there's a penalty. Does anybody else get this kind of treatment? Does anybody else get this kind of love as much as you're getting it? Like, we have to mine that out when you say stuff like that. You can't just say things like that and then we all just move on from it. And I think that's going to be part of the reason why we also see the NFL decide to fine Reid and Mahomes because of saying just that statement alone. So, yeah, things are a little weird in Kansas City right now. Just a little weird. Jules T says throwing his helmet was childlike. You get feedback if you ask the line coach for it. Shout out to you, Jules. Rick says it was a great play, and I wish there wasn't a penalty on that play, but it was obviously offsides. Yeah, I mean, we're not discrediting the play. It was a great play, and for those who was watching the game with me, knows that I was amazed by it. I'm like sitting there dumbfounded that it happened. I'm like, oh, that's crazy. What a play. But then what nobody knew was that flag was already thrown before that play even developed. So there you go. Shout out to Philip White. What up, man? Wrench Gang in the house. Let's go. Ernie Brown says refs usually give a heads up if a whiteout, if they're offside. This time they didn't. White call it then when it happens all game long. Same with the holding on both sides. Hey, they've called that penalty 11 times this year. Well, 12 now. And at the end of the day, that's just the reality of it. It's just the reality of it. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get into these Titans and these Dolphins. They're saying this was on ESPN, right? Is the ESPN the regular one? Yeah, the regular one's just the game. The other one is just the Peyton brothers, or the Manning brothers rather. The Manning brothers. Okay, there we go. I got it fixed. I was wondering why I was seeing that big forehead on my screen. All right, I got it covered. Shout out to Peyton. I love you, Peyton. Well, he says, Dear Jay, great job yesterday. Love the show. Love from Australia. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, all the international watchers. Much love to each and every one of you. Jordan says, what a game last night. Cowboys looked good. Eagles looked sick. Listen, I've been trying to tell people that the Eagles just was not that team. They were so mad at me, right? I gave them the benefit of the doubt. I said, hey, they're going to go ahead and win 6 straight. Then things are going to get hazy. They kept winning, and I had to deal with the ridicule and all that garbage because they kept winning and kept skating by. But I knew that the fall would come, and then it happened, and then I had to come with it. Well, I tried to tell you. This was coming. And now you're looking at a weak Eagles team, no chemistry, defense deflated, and the only true 2 teams that we're paying much attention to right now is the Cowboys and the 49ers. The Eagles are really going to have to do something to get back in that conversation because I don't see it being good in Philly right now. Not at all. Not at all. Shout out to Rick, says rooting for the Titans, but the Dolphins will probably stomp them. Okay. Shout out to you, Rebecca. That's why I got you guys covered. What up, Daniel? Shout out to you. Adam says, hey, Jay, thanks for doing this. And how about them Ravens? Yeah, the Ravens are amazing, man. But I think that the defense allowed way too many points for the Rams. I'm just keeping it 100. Keeping it a hundo. So division leaders, obviously you have the Dolphins, and then you have Kansas City, and then the Jags. While the Ravens are leading in the North, 10-3. Bills are in the hunt. Bengals in the hunt. Denver is in the hunt, and I want to start talking about Denver a little bit more. I want to start talking about the Broncos a little bit more because I feel like they're one team that could make it interesting if they get to the playoffs, and we could see Russell Wilson come out here and do something. On the flip side, Joe Flacco's like, listen, I could do it too. I can get out here and ball with these young guys and put up 300 yards and some touchdowns, and now what? So things are very wild in the AFC right now. But ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready for kickoff here. These Dolphins will be sending it to the Titans, and here we go as we get started. All right, so the kick is going to be off, and this is going to be a touchback, so the Titans will take it from their 25. First and 10. Let me go ahead and get the screen fixed here for you guys. All right, there we go. Shout out to you, Priscilla. Tara says, hey, Jay, how you feeling after yesterday's Bills game? I'm feeling great, Tara. Hope you're feeling great as well. Shout out to the Bills Mafia. Shout out to Josh Hawkins. What up, man? Ernie says, Flacco got put back on the practice squad. When? Doesn't make any sense. All right, here we go. First and 10 for these Titans. As Levis is under center, there's motion. Snap is off. This is going to be a handoff to Henry, and up the middle he goes. He's going to lose a yard as he gets stopped. It's now going to be 2nd and 11. They'll get pushed back to the 24. Mark said, today? Why? It's kind of weird. Yeah, why would they demote him after he did such a good job? It's kind of crazy. All right. Shantae, yeah, that's my pick. Miami's the pick. Got to be realistic tonight. Here we go. 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 as we have motion. Snap is off. Quick play fake. Those out to the flat. and they'll pick up maybe about a yard. So they'll get the yard that they lost back. And that's going to be to Burks for a yard as Van Ginkel brings him down. That's going to lead to 3rd and long. Shout out to Adams as well, Jay. As a Ravens fan, I agree with you about the defense. The same thing happened in the Colts game this year. It's weird. We have these rainy games that go into OT and we finally get a W. Yeah, anybody's going to say, well, a win's a win. But when you break things down, you're like, hey, when you get to the playoffs, you don't want to have to get to overtime and then try to get a win. You need that win comfortably. And that's where the defense comes in. Defense wins championships. Here we go. Snap is off. Quick throw. This is going to be broken up, incomplete. And that's going to lead to 4th and 10. And these Titans will punt. It's going to be 3 and out. Right now, there is an injury on the field for Miami. That's going to be Howard. He's currently down. Seems to be injured as the coaching staff comes out and checks on him. So that'll probably take us to a quick timeout, injury timeout, commercial break. So, yeah, shout out to the Midge. What up, man? What's going on with you? Braden says, hey, Jay, what up, Braden? What's going on with you? Immortal in the house? She was here earlier. Immortal, Luta was here earlier. Or she's still here, yeah. Shout out to you, Luta. She's here. Forrest says Dolphins have some tough games, so if Tyreek wants to control his 2,000, he should put up big numbers here, without a doubt. If you're gonna do it, this is the game to do it in. Seminole says I don't have work tomorrow. It's nice and warm in the living room, and there's a cup of hot chocolate next to me. Life is good. Yeah, you know what? I haven't had hot chocolate in a while. The last hot chocolate that I had was from Starbucks. And it wasn't just a regular hot chocolate, but it was a hot chocolate with a Thai chi bag or chi bag, whatever it is. You know what I'm trying to say. That chai tea bag, and it was absolutely phenomenal. It was crazy. It was probably the best hot chocolate I've ever had. So the hot chocolate with it was the white hot chocolate. That's what is the white hot chocolate with the chai tea bag in it. And that thing was amazing. Matter of fact, I'm going to go get it tomorrow. Thank you for reminding me. I got to go get it tomorrow. It was so good. It was so good. All right. We're in a quick timeout commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We're at 538 viewers, 90 likes. We need 10 more to get to 100, and I will put up the poll for you guys. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up button. It is much, much appreciated. We need 9 more likes to get to 100, and I will put up the poll so you guys can vote. There it is. Someone else says, did it cost $17? Jay, no, stop it. Starbucks is not that expensive. It was about $7.25, something like that, $7.25. Grifter says, okay, I'm getting some hot chocolate. Yeah, man. Rodney, I'm telling you, it's great. It's great. How do you get the color of your chat's names a different color? Just from the different functions, whether it's a mod or someone's a part of the family, that's the way that it changes. Shout out to Nicholas. What up, man? Sarah says, I'm so happy for you, Jay. You found an amazing Starbucks drink. Yes. Sarah, if you haven't tried it, go there. Ask him for the white hot chocolate with a chai tea latte or with the chai tea bag, and it will change your life for that moment. Custom Pride says, end quote, Starbucks is not that expensive. It's not. It's not. If you're a Tim Hortons fan or a Dunkin' Donuts fan, I just want you to realize this, right? You go to these places, you get these drinks, right? You want to feel good, you want to feel the warmth, you want to be satisfied. Well, you'll probably end up spending, you need about 2 or 3 cups of that instead of just going ahead and going to Starbucks, getting that premium drink, and feeling good for the day. That's why you pay that Starbucks price. So here we go. The Dolphins will get it back after the punt. It's going to be a fair catch taken at the 28. And that's where the Dolphins will start, 1st and 10. Shout out to Tony Martin. What up, man? What's going on with you? And here we go. Let's get this poll up for you guys. 1st and 10 for Miami. And we'll see what these guys can do and whether or not the Titans defense can step up and make this thing a game. So here we go. As we have motion, this is going to be a toss. And that is going to be a stop as Mostert gets wrapped up in the backfield. Loss of a yard. It's now 2nd and 11 for these Dolphins. All right, let me put up the poll for you guys. Dolphins, Titans, and there we go. Shout out to Purple. What up, Purple? What's going on with you? How you doing tonight? Jay Zan in the building says, let's go, Derrick Henry. Come on, man. Here we go. 2nd and 11 as we have motion again. Play fake. Tua has time. Throws deep, and that's going to be caught. Took a big shot, but held on to it. Waddle. Oh, my goodness. He's still on the ground. I'm not sure if they just knocked the wind out of him or this is a serious injury, but he took a shot. He paid the price for catching that ball, and he held on. That will be a pickup of 16, but he's being looked at on the field right now, unfortunately. He is still down on the field after taking a big shot. Oh, boy. It's definitely unfortunate. Quick timeout, commercial break. We have an injury timeout for Waddle. He just took a big hit on this catch. Purple says, I can only get the Packers Giants game where I am. Well, Purple, that's why I got you. See, I got you guys. Says, do you even have to ask? Dolphins, let's go. Shout out to you, Safari. Mortal says, I'm just here so I don't get fined. All right. What up, Bob? Says, can you look into this? What do you mean, Bob? What do you mean, my friend? Yeah, 2 injuries already. Not good. Says, I'm actually impressed with the Cowboys right now. They can't do all that in the playoffs, at least. We got to get there, man. I do think this will be a different year. We got to get to the playoffs and see what Dak can do before we start making those kind of adjustments, those kind of statements. As far as Future Stein says, this is by far the best stream. Calm, cool, collective. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks a lot, Future Stein. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. I do welcome you to the channel. Great community, good vibes, family friendly. Glad to have you here. Nicholas says, who do you think is going to win? I'm going with Miami. That's the smart choice. Obviously, if you're a Bills Mafia member, you need the Miami loss right now. Titans, I think right now they're just playing to seek some kind of development and create a team out of some kind of chemistry. So I do think they're still playing at full level with the heart that they need to go out there and win this game. So we'll see. It should be a good one. Rebecca says, Jay's got me. Just when I thought I was out, he pulls me back in. Shout out to you, Rebecca. Dolphins is top choice. Okay. Iron Race is being from Seattle. I've always felt bad for Pete Carroll when the Hawks lose. He's like Morpheus to Neo. He believes in the team no matter what evidence to the contrary. So here we go. It looks like Waddle is taken off the field. Was he taken off the field here? All right, so they're showing what happened. He may go to concussion protocol. That's what I'm thinking. We'll see here momentarily. All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 at the 44 for Miami. This is going to be a toss. And cuts back inside before he gets ripped down, and that will lead to no gain on the run by A-Chain, and this will be 2nd and 10. Quick shout out to Frederica coming through with the $10 super chat. Says, what's good, Jay and the Rich Gang? That OT game yesterday took so much out of me. I was asleep by Sunday Night Football, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Go Ravens. Shout out to you, Frederica. I didn't have a chance to watch the actual game, but I seen the highlights. You never want a game to go to OT, but it did, and luckily the Ravens pulled it off, and they're at the top right now. They are at the top, holding the AFC down, and I'm glad to see it. Tiger Valoa, quick pass over to Mostert. He'll pick up 4 yards on the play. It's now 3rd and 6 at the 48. All right. Furious says that was a tough game. Yes, it was. Shout out to Miguel. Bills Mafia all the way in for the Philippines. Let's go. Shout out to the Philippines. Shout out to Raven Nation. Yeah, man. Yeah, without a doubt. All right, here we go. Here we go. 3rd and 6 for Miami. 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Pressure comes to a quick throw. And that is going to be caught wide open. Tyreek Hill for 19 yards. Man, I'm confused what happened on the coverage there because no one was around him. And he's just so fast. He's so fast. That's going to be 19 yards for Hill. It'll now be 1st and 10 at the 33 for Miami as Tua's back in the shotgun. 20 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. Quick throw. This will be to the middle, and that will be caught.
What's good, JN Wrench Gang? That OT game yesterday took so much out of me. I was asleep by SNF, and I wouldn't have IT any other way. Go Ravens.
And unfortunately, we have another Miami injury. This is not good. This is an absolutely terrible start to this game. So this is the 3rd Miami Dolphin that's been down on this first drive. We're still in the first drive. And this is the 3rd player that's down that's injured for Miami. So it's going to lead us to another injury timeout here. 10:50 left in this first quarter, ladies and gentlemen, as we get started with these Titans and the Dolphins. And yeah, I'll try to get you guys the name because they didn't show it. It was from the long camera angle. 780 viewers, 148 likes, ladies and gentlemen. The next goal will be 250. If you have not, make sure that you do hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We just need 100 of you to hit that like, that thumbs up, and we'll get to our next goal of 250. So use your thumb, use your index. You can either use your pinky, or if you don't have any hands, you could use your feet. You could grab a pencil, whatever you need to do. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you all for the support. Tactical says, Jay, these injuries are a part of the trap game comment. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go there. Fear says shenanigans ideas of running backs is draft them. Best to beat them to death and then draft another one like many teams today. Really? You think so? Then he says he's getting picked up. You have 2 games, so you have to get him a contract. Joe Flacco. I like it. I hope Miami doesn't go down like the Texans. Let me go look at these odds real quick because things are starting to look a little weird. Let me go look at these odds real quick. So let's see here. Come on. Pull up. Titans are plus 870. It was at 640. Now it's plus 870. Even with all these injuries. Wow. Okay. So it's going to be 2nd and 1 for Miami after we come back from the quick injury timeout. The Dolphins will be at the 24. As that is number 58. Williams was down. That's going to be the center. And he's going to go get checked out. But the center now, that is very significant, right? We know when centers go out or when centers get injured, things get tricky as far as, you know, the ball being snapped and the communication between the line. And I'm going to pay attention to this, but here we go. 2nd and 1. And this is going to be a handoff. That is going to be Mostert. Quick run to the right side. He'll pick up 14 yards in the play. It's now 1st and goal as they get to the 10. Chris says, I want to know what ref would tell someone they're lined up in the neutral zone. So, Chris, they do. As crazy as it sounds, as, you know, a lot of people don't understand it, they give warnings all the time. They'll tell, you know, wide receivers, hey, step back. You know, they give them a little look. They'll give them a nudge. Wide receivers will ask them, hey, you know, am I on the line? They'll tell them to back up. And then, you know, in this case, obviously they didn't do it as we have a run here for Mostert for 8 yards. It'll now be 2nd and goal as they get to the 2. You know, in this case for the Chiefs, they didn't do it. But I'll tell you this, regardless of what the refs did, they obviously made the right call. There's no There's no getting around that. There's no discrepancy for that. They made the right call. But the issue that I have with this whole thing is Andy Reid coming out and him saying that refs normally give him a warning directly as Tua drops this ball and they will lose it, and that's going to be a fumble. Titans get it. Titans get the ball on the fumble, and I said it. I literally just said, this is what happens when you have a center go out. I just said it, ladies and gentlemen. I guess that's the casual in me. I just said it. This is what happens when you have a center that goes out. Things change. These things happen, and exactly what I said was going to happen happened, and that's going to lead to a fumble, and that'll be Titans ball. Titans ball. There you go. I don't know if I need to hop on this plus 870 right now because it just went down to plus 500 that quick. I think there might be some money to be made tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. Here we go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and that's going to be a jump. It's going to be a false start for Tennessee. So they'll push back to the 2. It'll now be 1st and 15. 1st and 15. Shout out to Eric. Cheers. Let's go Titans. Bob says, Big Head Miami. Secure that ball, Fins. As Yakti says, I'm looking for live chat. Does anyone know where it's at? It's right here, my friend. It's right here. Shout out to you, Roland. What up, man? What's going on with you? All right, so here we go. It's actually going to be 1st and 13. I do apologize. 1st and 13 at the 4. And here we go. 10 seconds on the play clock. We have motion. Levis is under center, directing traffic. And here we go. Snap is off. Handoff to Henry. Cuts back inside. He'll try to get a couple yards on this. And that's going to lead to 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Shout out to JJ. How you doing? How you feeling tonight? Chico says, squish the fish. Can they go 96? Yeah, that's the question, Melvin. We'll see. Apparently, the refs have warned all coaches for a period of time, not just Andy. It was a courtesy, but it's not done so much now. Yeah, but I think the problem is the way that he said it, and the way that it sounded. It was almost like, the refs were doing him a favor. As Levis throws incomplete, that should have been caught. Hopkins, pay attention. You could have caught that ball because he would have been gone, and that would have been 6, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be incomplete, 3rd and 11. JJ says, not bad. Been watching your streams all day. Shout out to you, JJ. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Jory says, is there really Dolphins meat in our tuna? I do think that could have been that 96-yard pass there if Hopkins would have got it. It's now 3rd and 11. Here we go. As Levis is back in the shotgun. 5 seconds on the play clock, directing traffic. Gets the snap off. Get it off. There they do. They got it off. All right, quick throw on that's going to be picked off. Ran in for a touchdown. It's a pick 6. Oh, my goodness. Levis, what are you doing? Are you kidding me? He just threw it right to Spears, and he ran it in for a touchdown, and Miami gets it. Wow. Why not just run it? Why not just run it, Levis? Or why? Oh my God, I don't even know what to say right now. That was just terrible. You're at the 6 and you throw it like that and just let them get that easy score. Oh, that's tough. Extra point is up. It is good, and Miami will strike first on the pick 6. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, 7-0. 7-0. Jose says, get Tannehill in there now. That was bad. That was so bad. Levis, you got to wait. You got to let the play develop. You got to make sure that you're on the same page as your receiver or whoever you're throwing it to, because that didn't make any sense. That made no sense. But there it is. There it is. Quick timeout, commercial break. Tickler says, disrespect my Dolphins again. It's good luck. Faded says it's like the water boy scene when he gives it to the other player. Here, just take it. Just take it. Runs in for the touchdown. Shout out to you guys. 876 viewers, 202 likes. We're still trying to get to that second goal of 250 likes, ladies and gentlemen. We need 45 more. So we just need 45 of you to hit that like, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll hit our second goal of 250. 250, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Bob Evans. What up, man? What's going on with you? As we have kickoff back to the Titans after the pick six. And hopefully they don't make that same mistake again, because that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. Josh Richardson, what up, man? What's going on with you? Jose says blowout incoming. What happened to the fumble? It turned into a pick six. It turned into a pick six. All right. Here we go. 1st and 10. Jason says, hey, your thoughts on the Lakers win the Vegas tournament this year? I mean, we make fun of jokes and we make fun and make jokes about participation trophies all the time, right? I mean, hey, let's get to the finals and host up the real trophy. That's all I'm saying. Could you imagine the NFL coming out with a midseason Super Bowl or a midseason championship? Like what? But hey, let's keep it going. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 for these Titans. And here we go. Levis directing traffic as he's back in the shotgun. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Dolphins bring 4. Quick throw. This is going to be caught, and that's going to be to Okonkwo for 11 yards. 1st and 10 for the Titans. They'll get to the 39. Shout out to Connor. What up, man? Says, what up, Jay? Hope you're doing good this holiday season. Go Bills. Shout out to you, Connor. Much love, and I hope you're doing good as well. Not a fan of the tournament, huh? No. I think it's pointless. I think it's pointless. Why do we have to do things like that, right? Who's it benefiting? I don't think any of the fans benefited from a mid-season tournament. Everyone knows how this goes. You get through the regular season, you get to the playoffs, you go to the finals. It's that simple. But here we go. It's going to be a run for Denry, for Derrick Henry. I put it together. It's going to be a run for Denry. No gain on the run. It's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Lexa says they all want to feel special. Exactly. Shout out to you, Lexa. Guy says, I think it's fair to not give warnings to the offense is very avoidable. And on the flip side, there are no warnings for pass interference. Well, I think that's an in motion play. That's why there's really no warnings, So it's going to be Henry for 3 yards in the run. It's now 3rd and 7 at the 42 for the Titans with 6 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock and rolling in this first quarter. How about a mid-season All-Star weekend? They can have 7-on-7 flag football tourney and a long kick contest. The NBA is the trash product. Worst commissioner in sports. Yeah, it's just NBA is not the same. And that's kind of why I've been so hesitant as far as, getting back into it. But I will because, I love basketball just as much as I love football. But it's just, I want to wait till things really start heating up. Levis gets sacked. He goes down. That's going to be a loss of 7 yards. And that's going to lead to 4th and 14. And these Titans will punt back to the Titans. Shout out to Ernie Brown coming through with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Ernie. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Since going back to NBA. Agreed, midseason thing was dumb, but do you think the Lakers should have hung a banner? No. Just to be like, oh, we got the first mid-season tournament trophy. It doesn't, listen, that only means something to Lakers fans. That doesn't mean anything to NBA fans. So, and even if your favorite team won, I still don't think it's that big of a thing where you should be putting it up in the rafters. But, is what it is. So, Miami will get it back at their 12 after the fair catch. It's going to be 1st and 10 after we come back from this quick timeout. Commercial break.
Going back to NBA, agree mid-season thing was dumb, but do you think the Lakers should have hung a banner?
Quick shout out to Nicole Harris coming through with the $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Nicole. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Tactical says, Jay, do you think the midseason tournament will continue? I think they're going to take a look at the ratings for it and obviously the response to it.
Thank you.
Here's what's crazy, though, right? Obviously, if you started something and then you just stop it, it kind of looks crazy because the Lakers have a trophy for it. And then it's like, well, you just did that so the Lakers can get a trophy, and then you just stop it. So I don't think they can stop it, no matter what. I think it's probably going to be here, here for the however long now. It's kind of crazy. Now 116 viewers, 235 likes. We need 15 more to get to that 250, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have not hit that like, that thumbs up, it is much, much appreciated. Shout out to Brian, says officials that give warnings should be fined and suspended. It allows them to pick and choose what players and teams they help. Right? Andy Reid let everybody know that he gets special treatment because refs decide to give him a warning before a penalty happens. That's how I took it. But here we go. 1st and 10 for Miami as you have Tua under center, handoff up the middle, and Waddle was offsides. No flag. Waddle was offsides. Where is there a flag for this? Oh, this is amazing. And you know what's sad? Now I'm looking at the line more than ever. I'm looking at the line more than ever in these games now. Waddle was just offsides. No flag. Interesting how that works. All right, here we go. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 for these Dolphins as Hill motions. This is going to be a fake. Gets it over to A-Chain, makes a cut. Hits that right side, has blockers, and he'll pick up 15 yards. And that's going to be 1st and 10 for Miami as they get to the 30. There you go. Ben says, this is how you win in the Super Bowl. Special treatment. Ask Tom Brady about that. Tyler says, how about those Chiefs, Jay? Thank you, Bills Mafia. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Michelle. Says, oh, wow. Do other coaches not get warnings? Right? That's what I'm saying. If Andy said that, I need to hear it from the other coaches. I need to hear them say, yeah, we all get special treatment. Right? Shout out to you, Shantae. You've seen it too, right? Yeah, he was offsides. No flag. But here we go. Quick throw. This is going to be caught. That is Waddle picking up 13 yards. It's now 1st and 10 as they get to the 43. Shout out to you, Shantae. Yeah, you seen it like how I seen it. He was offsides. He was offsides. So there it is. JJ says my homie basically said they had been doing that for him for the past 7 years. Shout out to Gay Smasher. What up? Cedar Key, Florida Bills Mafia in the house. Who scored? The defense. It was a pick 6. Here we go. 1st and 10. I think it was Spears. Yeah, Spears. Quick throw on a screen. Gets this over to Hill. And he is going to lose some yards. He gets wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of 7. Head gets slammed down into the turf, and now he's down on the field. Oh, wow. He's holding his leg. Tyreek Hill is holding his leg. This is not good. This is not good. He looks to be in pain right now. So he gets up and he's on his feet now, but he is limping. Looks like he's trying to walk it off. But he is limping. So they're definitely going to check this out here because he's limping. That is number 4. Injury number 4 for Miami. As he tries to run it off, you can tell he's in pain. But we'll see if he's okay. He tries to run it off. But you can tell he's definitely in pain. Without a doubt. All right. So it's going to be 2nd and 16 now. 2nd and 16 for Miami as they're back to the 37. And we'll see if the Titans defense can step it up here. This game has been really interesting. Really interesting start. Miami obviously scoring on the defense. And right now, this could be the turn that the Titans need. So here we go. 2nd and 16. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw. And that's going to be caught. That's going to be Waddle picking up 15 and getting that huge chunk of yardage back, along with some more as it's now 3rd and 1. And they'll get to the Titans 48. Says, who put the curse on Miami? I'm not sure, man. I am not sure. Shout out to Base Player Sarah coming through with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you, Base Player Sarah. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Says, sup, Jay? Go Browns. Yeah, go Browns. Flacco was looking good out there. It was great to see him back. I would love to see more of him out there for sure. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. Shout out to you, Base Player Sarah. Thank you for your first super chat. Here we go. This is going to be a handoff to Mostert to pick up 3 yards on the run. It's now 1st down for Miami at the 45. The refs just overturned their own on-field call in Green Bay game. What? They overturned their own call? That's crazy. Yeah, there's going to have to be something done. There's going to have to be a complete overhaul as far as the ref system for sure, because this is just weird. It's really weird. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Miami as we have motion. High snap. Gets it to Mostert. Cuts back to the right side. Plenty of space. Picking up a good amount of yardage here. It's going to be 1st and 10. Let's see that, but there's a flag. I knew it was coming. They were taking way too long to update the yardage. There's a flag here, and I'm assuming it's probably going to be a hold.
Sup, Jay? Go Browns.
And it is. Holding on the offense, and that's going to go ahead and push the Dolphins back. As Jason says, refs are biased. Listen, I told you guys before, right? The NFL is a business, right? It's for money, for profit. And no matter if you believe the game's rigged, scripted, whatever, right? The reality is this. The game doesn't have to be scripted. It doesn't have to be rigged when you have certain individuals, like the refs, controlling certain aspects of the game. So that's where the issue comes in. Here we go. 1st and 16. It's going to be a snap to Tua, and then that's going to be a toss. And they will pick up about 8 yards back by A-Chain, and that'll lead to 2nd down. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Shout out to Tyrone. What up, man? What's going on with you? Randy says they didn't overturn their own call. Vegas made a phone call. Yeah. Shout out to Tactical. Says, Jay, I never cheer an injury. As far as officiating goes, this is the worst you've ever seen. Tactical, yeah. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. It's probably been the worst I've seen for the last 2 weeks. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. And this play is going to be blown dead. There will be clock running down, and that's going to lead to the end of the first quarter. What a wild start. Injuries for Miami. Titans trying to figure it out. Score 7-0 as we end the first quarter. Quick timeout, commercial break. I'll try to put the score up for the Green Bay, New York game on the screen for you guys too. Give me a second. Quick shout out to Steve Chicanis for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome. All right, so we're in a quick commercial break, getting through the first quarter. Score is currently 7-0. This was done through a pick six for Miami. Offense, obviously moving the ball now, getting down to the 44, but Miami has had their struggles dealing with, obviously, potential injuries. It's been a really, really weird first quarter for Miami, but here we go. 2nd and 9 as they're at the 44 as we start this second quarter. Here we go. As Tua's directing traffic, 5 seconds on the play clock. Snap is off. This is going to be a toss, and this will be a chain running for about 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 7 as they get to the 42. Brian Allen, what up, man? What's going on with you? Says Wrench Gang. Hello, Wrench Gang. Go Bills. Shout out to the Bills Mafia. Let's go. All right. So that's where Gunner went. He was flat out offside, though. Not a little, but like McCaffrey said, his helmet was almost touching. Yeah, he was almost touching Von Miller's helmet for sure. They're almost just like that. Like it was crazy. But here we go. 3rd and 7 for Miami. And here we go. Defense showing a 5-man rush. They bring 4. Tua steps up. Quick throw. This is going to be almost picked off. Who is he throwing to? There's nobody there. Hooker almost came up with the pick, but that's going to be incomplete, and this will lead to Miami punting. Wow. So, okay. Yeah, there must have been a miscommunication there. I think Waddle decided to cut back out instead of keep going on the slant. And that could have been picked off by Hooker. But Miami will go ahead and punt, and Titans will get it back. So here we go. Kick is off. And not bad of a kick. Taken from the 8. They'll get back to the 14. And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Titans. We'll see if they can do something. Hooker, where is... Shout out to you, Lutzer. So it's going to be a long night for Tennessee. I feel like I don't know. I'm not sure for a couple of reasons, and I'll tell you why. Right now, I think everyone expected this game to be a lot worse for Tennessee than what it is. and you're allowing them to stay in it. And that's just the reality of it. Miami should have had 14 points up. It should have been 14-0. And right now, the only score that you have is because of your defense. So here we go. 1st and 10. This is going to be a play fake to Henry. Quick throw by Levis. It gets it out to Akeen for 5 yards. It'll now be 2nd and 5. Gracie Flight says, does anyone Miami Dolphins have back Tony Nathan? What years are we talking about? That sounds like 80s, if I'm not mistaken. Connor says the players on the field are highly paid gladiators and fight for every yard. However, the Coliseum still needs to make more than anyone in order to provide the show. I like it, Connor. Here we go. This is going to be a handoff to Henry. Hits that right side, cuts back in, and he'll pick up 6 yards and get the first down. They'll get to the 25. 1st and 10 for the Titans. 14.5 spread, looking good right about now. For who? That's the question. Which side? Greasy Flight 85. Yeah, that's why I knew it sounded right about there. This is going to be a reverse, and the Titans picking up another 5 yards. It's now going to be 2nd and 5 at the 30 as Burks gets it on the run. So yeah, Titans using the run, moving the ball, making some good decisions here. Shout out Tactical, says Jay, we're just trying to get Levis some quality reps. I hope he's the guy. We always talk about systems and things like that. And I think a big part of going out and being a starter for any NFL team is you need to do your film study. You need to make sure that you have proper chemistry with your team. You need to make sure that you're taking all the time in the world to really understand how your offense works, where your struggles are, right? Who's weak on your right side? Who's weak on your left side? How good is your center at blocking? How good is your offensive line at blocking? How much time do you have to throw the ball? All that kind of stuff is very important because then you can fine tune the stuff that you're not good at and the stuff that you are good at as a quarterback in this league. Now, I'm not saying that some guys don't do that, but I know that some don't. So here we go. 1st and 10 as they get to the 35 on the pass from Hopkins. And here we go. Levis takes a snap. This is going to be a handoff as they'll pick up about 3 yards. Spears basically runs into him, but he gets it together. 2nd and 8. Get out the way, Levis. Get out the way. Let the man run. Father Time says, I think the NFL would stagger more, but there isn't a fair way to the rest of the players that they do. Titans need to devour Tuna tonight. Don't they grade the refs to see who's in the playoffs? They do. They do. Here we go. 2nd and 7 for these Titans as Levis is under center. Henry in the backfield. We have motion. Snap is off. Play fake. Has time. Can't get away, and that's going to be incomplete as it's batted down. 3rd and 7 now. 3rd and 7. Greasy Five says, I admire these dudes that can play at this level mentally, physically. Sure. Without a doubt. Right? So when you have the conversation as far as whether or not who can get it done or who can get the job done at an elite level, that's why there's tiers to it, right? That's why there's your low-level quarterback. That's, your mid-grade quarterback, your high level, and then obviously elite GOAT status, however you want to call it. But there's multiple levels to it. For sure. So here we go. 3rd and 7 for these Titans as Levis is directing traffic. Snap is off. Dolphins bring 5. Levis in trouble. Quick throw high. It's going to be caught. Cuts back inside. 1st down Titans. What a play. That is probably the best play that we've seen yet out of these Titans as Spears gets it for 11 yards. Levis stayed in that pocket. Let the play develop. Spears, obviously, that was a little high, but he jumped up for it and caught it, brought it down, and then picked up that 1st down. That is exactly what the Titans needed to move this ball. So they get to the 48, 1st and 10, as we have 10 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock and rolling in this 2nd quarter. And here we go. Levis back under center. Henry in the backfield. Snap is off. Play fake to Henry. Has time. Throws deep. That's going to be caught. makes a quick move, and that's going to be more. He'll pick up 22 yards as the Titans will get to the 30. First down, Titans. All right. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I don't think we expected this kind of a game. We're getting a show tonight. Moore picking up 22 yards, and they'll get to the 30, first and 10. Titans are moving. Shout out to Lexus, has been here for an hour and just noticed the scoreboard for the Giants game at the bottom. Shout out to you, Lexus. This is going to be a handoff. Tries to hit this edge, and he's going to be ripped down as Spears gets no gain on the run. 2nd and 10. Jose says it's a 4-8 Yes, it is. And Giants have scored. That's going to be Barkley tying it up as he runs in. And you got a tie game there, 7-7, Packers, Giants. All right. So, Jay, I think you might be wrong on who's going to win. Let's go Titans. Listen, I said the smart pick was Miami, right? That was a smart pick. But right now, Titans are plus 830 on the money line. This is crazy. Quick toss as Levis tries to pitch this, and then it's fumbled, and I know it's going to be incomplete. They're just going to call it incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 10. These are the small things that can kill you on the offense. That was almost another pick that he threw on the toss. Levis, you got to keep your head up and realize when someone is too close to your running back, to your receiver, and you don't need to throw it to them. So, yeah. Let's try to fix it. Shout out to Jeff King. What up, man? Says, damn, just jumped on. Not the score I was hoping for. What's up, folks? Players on players. Play on players. No diggity, no doubt. Let's go. 3rd and 10. Levis in trouble. Gets out of it. Stays on his feet. He's running. Fights through it. And he's going to pick up 5 yards. Listen. You know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't care how you feel about the kid. Levis just earned my real respect. Fighting for it, not giving up, picks up 5 yards on the run after you thought he was going down, and he'll get to the 25, and there's a flag here as well. So this could be interesting. This is going to be on the defense. So let's see how they play this here. Wow. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Chubb through his helmet. Costing your team yards, Chubb. Wow. So that's going to push the Titans to the 12, 1st and 10. Well, now all you got to do is hand it to Henry and let him run it in for the touchdown. There you go. Quick shout out to Eric Dalton for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. So here we go. 1st and 10 for these Titans. As Levis fakes, going to keep it on the run. Still going. Gets a block. Fights for it. And he's going to be down. He'll get to the 1. 1st and goal. He was almost there. Levis, protect the football, man. You've got people rooting for you. You cannot be cavalier with that ball. You got to protect it, my friend. Protect that ball. 1st and goal at the 1. And here we go. We may see a little brotherly shove. No, handoff to Henry, and he won't get there. He will not get there. It's going to be no gain. 2nd and goal. Levis traded to the Bills Mafia? Nah, man. We're good. Shout out to Ravens fan for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Also, shout out to Crossboys for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing as well. 2nd and goal. Come on, Henry. Get this man a hole so he can run through and get this touchdown so the Titans can tie this thing up. Fred Lucky, what up, man? How you been? It's been a minute. Here we go. 2nd and goal. This may be a direct snap to Henry, and it is. And he'll get it. Hit that right side. Touchdown, Titans. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Titans, get in. I called it. I said, just give it to Henry. Just Just give it to Henry. Gets the job done. 1 yard on the run. And pinning the extra point. This is going to be tied up 7-7, ladies and gentlemen. Quick shout out to Jessica McNeil. Says my sincerest condolences to the Wycheck family. Frank Wycheck will be missed. Yes, rest in peace to Frank Wycheck. Without a doubt. So extra point is up. It is good. And we're tied at 7 apiece, ladies and gentlemen. We are tied at 7 apiece. All right, 1,212 viewers, 298 likes. If you have not, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. Our next goal is going to be 500. We just need 201 of you to hit that like button, hit that thumbs up as we're on this quick commercial break. I do thank you for all the support rocking with us tonight for Monday Night Football. Your Titans and Dolphins tie ball game. Yes, I was waiting. George came in and said Buffalo got lucky beating the Chiefs. How'd they get lucky? Let me know. George, drop in the chat. Quick shout out to Charlie for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. How did the Bills get lucky? Drop it in the chat, George. Let me know. Iron Ray says, old man is keeping his eyes on you. Y'all had better get your act together. Otherwise, you're going to be saying coulda, woulda, shoulda. Shout out to you. Charlie says, thoughts on Patrick Mahomes' tantrum. I do see that you're new to the channel, so I first want to thank you, Charlie, for being here. Welcome. I did drop a video on that earlier, but I'll let you know. My big takeaway from the whole situation is this. When he stepped out on that field and he didn't show Josh Allen the respect that he deserved for playing against him in a battle for 4 quarters. That was my biggest takeaway. I think he disrespected Allen by basically saying, hey, the refs made this crazy call and you should feel bad about your win because I'm emotional about what just happened. Instead of shaking that man, saying good game, and then having your gripes later, he chose to display it right then and there. So there you go. Here we go. Titans will send it back to Miami after the touchdown by Henry. And here we go. Kick is off. And this will be taken from the end zone. Makes a cut back inside. Breaking some tackles. Still staying on his feet. And it looks like they will start at the 27, 28. We shall see. Let him update. 28. There it is. Yeah, 28 first and 10. Al Sports says Henry has been killing me in fantasy this year, but this is good for the playoffs, without a doubt. THM says pick 6 time. Well, I want to see what the updated odds are now after that touchdown. So they dropped in half. It's now plus 400 on the money line. Minus 620 for Miami. 7.5 is the spread, and the over-under is 42.5 now. So the over-under dropped by 2 points. Here we go. First and 10 for Miami, as this is going to be a handoff up the middle, gets plenty of space, and that's going to be a big run for Mostert, who picks up 14 yards. They'll get to the Miami 42, first and 10. Quick shout out to Hannah Kraus for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Hannah. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Jamie says, say what you will about Travis Kelce, but at least he showed Josh respect. He even exchanged jerseys with Dalton Kincaid. Exactly. Right? Now, I can get into why Kelsey did that and why he acted that way and why he displayed that professionalism on the field, amongst other reasons. There's a few reasons why he did that. But we're just gonna say he definitely displayed the class that he should have, unlike Mr. Patrick Mahomes. So it's gonna be another run here by A-Chain as he picks up 11 yards. So gets to the Tennessee 47, and it's now 1st and 10. Tyler says George got lucky, Jay, behind a monitor, not standing in front of him because he would slap George so hard his mama felt it. Yeah. Shout out to Jennifer says, hey, Jay, great sweater representing Bills and the Sabres. You know what? Thank you. I didn't think that was, the colors that went that way. But hey, if it works for you, it works for you. It's comfortable too. I love it. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. As most. All right, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to all you guys for rocking with us on Monday Night Football, all 1,748 of you. If you have not, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We're trying to get to 750 likes. It is much, much appreciated. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and, of course, Sunday football. Score is 27-21. As we get through with the 2-minute warning, Titans have the ball at the Miami 13. It is 1st and 10, and here we go. As Levis is directing traffic, he's under center. You have Henry in the backfield. Snap is off. Quick toss. They go to the right. Cuts back inside. Spinning. And it's going to be a run of about 6 yards. It'll now be 2nd down and 4. Clock will roll. And Miami is probably going to call a timeout here to stop the clock. Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. 2nd and 3 at the 6. 2nd and 3 at the 6. Yeah, they're not going to pass at all. Silver, the spread was 14.5. 14.5. Over under was 44.5, and we've obviously cleared that. But the spread was 14.5. Malcolm says, I win $1,000 if the Titans win. Shout out to you, Malcolm. I hope you took that plus 800. A lot of people took that plus 800. It looked real good if you took that plus 800 right now. Here we go. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that's going to be a false start. Oh, my goodness. Getting jumpy. It's going to drop him back to 2nd and 5 now, which, that's not too bad. Refs are discussing it right now. Let's see how they play this because they're trying to discuss it. Oh, they called it on the defense. Okay. So they called it on the defense, and it said it was a delay of game. What? So they're saying it was a delay of game on the defense, and that's going to push the Titans to the 3. 1st and goal. Defensive delay of game. I don't know. 2nd and 1. Here we go. As this is going to be a handoff to Henry. Cuts back to the left side. Runs in. Dives. Touchdown for the Titans. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. There it is. So, yeah, Henry runs it in, 4-yard touchdown. And obviously, you're just going to kick the field goal here for the extra point because, I mean, the two's not going to matter. Now you're expecting your defense to do their job. Way too much time on the board, but the score is 28-27 now with the extra point. Minute 49 on the clock. Miami has no timeouts. This is where it gets interesting. Shout out to you guys, 2,093 viewers, 614 likes. We're trying to get to that 750, ladies and gentlemen. So if you have not, make sure that you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. We need 135 more. 135 more likes, 135 more thumbs up to get to that 750, and we will hit that goal. Shout out to you guys for helping us make it happen. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure that you do subscribe, click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream for Monday night, Thursday night, and of course, Sunday football. Shout out to you guys for rocking with us tonight for Monday night. All right. So after the Derrick Henry touchdown, Miami will get the ball back with 1:49 on the clock. Titans are up by 1. It's currently 28-27. It is a 1-point game, and Titans defense is going to have to put it all on the line if they're going to win this thing. If they're going to win this thing. So here we go. Titans will kick it off. And Miami's going to take this from the 1-yard line, cuts back inside, and he'll go down at about the 20, close to the 20 here, 27. Quick shout out to Mike Kenless for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. All right, here we go. Here we go. They left too much time on the clock. I think so too. Right, all Miami has to do is just get this ball down the field and kick a field goal. But if you put that pressure on Tua, this game could be over. If you bring that right pressure, you double Tyreek, you bring that pressure on Tua, and they do. They bring the pressure. Tua steps up, quick throw. That's going to be caught, but he is brought down immediately as Berrios gets it for about 6 yards. It'll now be 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Minute 30 on the clock and rolling. Tua back in the shotgun. Snap is off. Pressure comes again. Tua, quick throw. That's going to be caught. Tries to get out of bounds. And they do. That's going to be a pick of about 3 yards. Clock stops at 1:19. As Dan Marino looks on. He's in the house tonight. You can't lose in front of Dan Marino now. Minute 19 on the clock. Miami is at their 37. And right now, the Titans defense, they're going to need 4 stops in a row. 4 stops in a row. So here we go. 1st and 10. Tua directing traffic. Jose says walk-off field goal. Okay. And here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Tua in trouble. Throws. That's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 1:15. 1:15. Almost making a terrible mistake there by number 1, almost taking the sack, but then throwing that ball. It could have been picked off as it's now 2nd and 10. Minute 15 on the clock. 2 more stops. That's what the Titans need. 2 more stops. 2nd and 10. And here we go. 10 seconds on the play clock. Tua back in the shotgun. Titans showing a 4-man rush. Pressure comes. Quick throw. That's going to be caught on a slant to Smythe. That'll be 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and 3 now. Clock rolling. Minute 5 on the clock. Some people are saying that that's incomplete. And they're letting it roll. They're letting it roll. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Nope, they're going to stop the play. They're going to review this. They're going to review it. Quick shout out to Mike Favorite for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Did he catch it? No, wait a minute. You can use your legs to catch it, and he may have used his legs to catch it. I'm trying to see if it just fell and hit the ground, because if it hit the ground, that's not a catch, but I don't think that it did. It actually looks like it may have came out at the last second. Trying to see it from this angle. Did that ball hit the ground? Get out the way, Molden. I think that's a catch. I think that's a catch. That's going to be a catch. What a way to concentrate and keep that ball with your legs. I think that's a catch. Trying to see at this angle, did it hit the ground? I don't think it hit the ground. I think they're going to go ahead and let this stand. It'll be 3rd and 3. Yeah, it'll be 3rd and 3. Shout out to Jamie. Yo, you guys are savage. Oh, man. So, yeah, it's a catch. It's going to be 3rd and 3 at the Miami 44. So now you need 2 stops. Quick shout out to the Meh Gaming channel, Sejan Patel, as well as Herb Samante for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Here we go. 3rd and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, 3rd and 3 for these Dolphins. Can the Titans get the stop that they need? Here we go. Tua's back in the shotgun, calls for a motion. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Quick throw out to the flat. That may have been a bad play. No, it's not. He makes a quick move. Fights. He doesn't get there. He's going to be short. And that will be 4th and 2. Clock rolling. 39 seconds. You need one more stop, Titans. You need one more stop. 34 seconds on the clock and rolling. You can't spike it. You got to get this or the game is over. Here we go. Snap is off. Pressure comes. Tua steps up in trouble. He goes down. That is game. Titans will take the win. Oh my goodness.
Emotional damage.
Finish him.
Wow. What a game. Titans will take the W 28-27. This is insane. Absolutely insane. This is probably one of the best Monday nights we've had in a few weeks. And if you took that plus 800, you've just won yourself a ton of money. I called it out. If you took that plus 800, you just won yourself a ton of money. Congratulations, because I definitely called it out. That is a fact. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. 28-27. Miami takes the loss. And Titans will take it. My goodness. What a game. What a game. Hell of a stream. Shout out to Jeff King. Oh, man. Well, now. Things got a little interesting. Shout out to Tactical. Hey, man. We got you one. And I'm so glad that I could call it and we get you one, man, without a doubt. I'm glad. I'm so glad. Without a doubt. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Monday Night Football. Titans take it in a crazy one, 28-27. Miami takes the loss, and we got to look at how this thing's going to affect the playoffs and the seeding and all that kind of stuff when it comes to the division. Things are starting to get interesting. That is a fact. Much love to all you guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, click that bell, turn on your notifications so that way you don't miss a stream. Shout out to Puck coming through with the $5 super chat. Let's go. Shout out to you, Puck. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the $5 donation, my friend. It is much, much appreciated. All right. Says Miami's still at number 1. You seen that schedule, right? So Jay, we gave y'all some help tonight. That's for sure. That's for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be streaming tomorrow. We'll be breaking this down. We'll be going through the AFC East and all that good stuff. Make sure you lock it in. Stream tomorrow will start at around 11-ish. I got some work I got to take care of in the morning, but it should be around 11:30 at the latest, 12 at the latest. But yeah, tomorrow we'll get it going. You guys have a great night. Peace out. Peace out.